Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Miss V, and we're back today with another video on this platform. You're gonna learn a lot about myself. I'll be sharing my life experience with you guys, my journey in my business, and also my my meal replacement, all kind of things. So just basically I'll share my experience with you guys. So today I'm gonna be talking about car dealerships when you're going to finance a vehicle, what you need to know before you dive into it, because I've learned, I have been made paid. I had paid the deposit until today. I didn't get my money back. I don't even know why I was asked to pay, but I want to learn. I want to share that experience with anybody out there. Maybe you're trying to think about financing a vehicle this year, things to look out for before before you fall the same way I did. But anyways, before we dive into it, I just want to welcome all of you guys. Welcome to this channel. If this is your first time, you're just scrolling by YouTube and you came across my channel, I just want to say thank you and welcome to the family. I hope that you subscribe, and if you haven't, just click subscribe and write in the comment, I subscribe, and I will come back in the comment and comment below and just say hi to you and appreciate you for subscribing. So comment below, I subscribe, and I'll get back to you. To all my all the new subscribers, welcome back guys. Welcome to the family. Get your glass of tea, get your cup of water ready. Let's dive right into it. Let's talk about cars, financing a vehicle, bad credit. Bad credit. My focus today is on bad credit because I had bad credit. And you won't believe how many dealerships I went to and with no luck. So things you want to do if you have bad credit. Things you don't want to do is walk to a dealership, and when you get rejected there, you go to the next one, and you go to the next one, you go to the next one. Guess what? Every time you go to the next dealership, they pull out your credit and they try to submit an application form. It harms your credit scores. It harms your credit scores. I didn't know that. I learned that in the last dealership. So in 2018, I had a car accident. I had a car that wasn't under my name because I had a bad credit. It was under my ex's name. But I was paying for the car loan. I paid it for 2 years, and then I got an accident. The car was written off. So the bank gave me money. The insurance gave me money. I could have just kept the check and simple buy another car and pay the little bit of money and still continue paying the car loan. I said no, that would be the ridiculous idea that I would do to myself. What I'm gonna do is just carry this check, go to the bank, and let the bank take their money. Whatever that is left, I'm fine with it. So I took the check to the bank took the money. I was left with like $1,000, $1,500. I didn't really care. I got a lot of advice from people, or just go buy a car and then pay the rest of the money to the car loan and still be paying the car loan every month. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Why would I be paying for a car loan that doesn't exist anymore? So I took the risk of not doing that, which was the best decision I've made, because until today I would have been paying for a car that I don't own. Doesn't make sense. So anyways, I started car shopping, right? Window shopping. So one of my coworkers took me to this dealership. I'm not going to mention it just for privacy reasons, but I went to this one of the dealership and they asked me to pay deposit, $200 reservation fee. I had no idea why I was asked to pay $200. And I'm a single mom. I'm already struggling. So I took money from my savings and I paid the deposit. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. So anyways, they took me I went on a test drive, this expensive car, guys. I was like, yes, I want that car. And the mileage was so high. So I decided, and then they're like, oh, we're going to work on it. We'll let you know. Every time a dealership tell you that they're going to work on it and they'll let you know, don't go to the next dealership. Guess what? You're being disapproved. So it's not worth going to the next dealership because you're going to get the same answer. So anyways, I started calling them. They just ignore my calls. And then I went to a different dealership. I went on a test drive again. I went on this 7-seater test drive. I hate dealerships that take you on a test drive and doesn't even do your score, doesn't even run your credit, doesn't get your application form approved first before you can get on a test drive. So I went on a test drive. I fell in love with the vehicle. I came back, they checked, they're like, oh, we're still working on the application form. We'll call you back. I said, okay. Guess what? That was rejected. I went to another dealership. And all this time, the mistakes that we make, if you have bad credit, don't go to dealerships that only deal with prime. I didn't know that there's dealership that deals with prime. I should have gone to the lowest dealership. Maybe I would have a chance. So I went to another different dealership, and this dealership only deals with prime, but I didn't know, right? I was desperate for vehicle. Again, I went there, boom, boom, boom. They took me on another test drive. I got, went in application form, boom, was rejected. Guys, all this time, I didn't know that every time my application form was being rejected, it has been harming my points. I lost 12 points. That's a lot of points, okay? Considering that I already had bad credit. So anyways, the last dealership that my auntie's husband took me there, finally that dealership, they didn't take me on a test drive. Simple, they did the application form. They're like, we'll call you back on Tuesday. I said, okay. I went to church on Sunday. I prayed. I claimed this vehicle. I said, God, please, because the last vehicle I was driving, my friend borrowed me. The vehicle was like literally light up on smoke on a highway, and I had to like pull down and then calm down and then drive again and pray in tongues until I got home. I'm like, God, please make a way. Please let me get approved. I can't go again without getting approved. So anyways, I had a confirmation. I had a dream that I got approved for a white vehicle. That was on a Sunday night that I had a dream that I got a call from the lady and they approved me for white vehicle. Guys, I woke up in that dream and I started praying and I claim it. And then on Monday, I got a call from the lady. She's like, oh, can you come to the dealership on Tuesday? I was like, yeah, sure. So when I went on Tuesday, and then they're like, oh, do you like that car outside? And it was a white car. It was a Mazda. I was like, yes. I'm like, no, at first I was like, well, the car that I had an accident was a white color. So I'm like, I don't want another white color. I feel like white color is not for me because I already had 2 car accidents. So anyways, the guy's like, well, that's the only option right now. So you don't really have much option based on your credit. So I was like, okay, fine. So, and then I took in the car. I was so excited. I cried. I hugged them. And, it's good. It feels good to get approved. And my interest is 19.99%, okay? Some people get approved for 39% interest. If you get approved for 39% interest, it's not worth it. Buy a car off Kijiji and work on building your credit. Build your credit scores to a point that at least your interest won't be so high. Because if you're paying, your interest is at 39%, you are paying 10 times than the car loan. By the time you finish your car loan, you'll pay 10 times. Because half of the money is going to be going towards interest. So all these years I've been paying my car, like literally I think I paid over $5,000 that just went on interest. So things for you to avoid, if you have bad credits, if you've gone to one dealership, don't go to the next one. Seek advice from somebody. Ask questions. Go with somebody that actually knows about cars, because these people that work in the dealership, at the end of the day, they're there to make their commission. They get paid based on commission, or you go home with a flat rate. So they're not gonna tell you, or you have bad credit. They're not gonna tell you that. They're gonna try their luck to get you approved. So imagine if they try and then they submit and you get approved, disapproved, and to the next one, onto the next one, onto the next one. I was rejected 17 times. I didn't even know. And the guy that was the last guy that was working, that helped me get approved, he sat me down and he said, don't make these mistakes again. Because every time you went to these places, they have pulled out your credit scores and you have been rejected 17 times, and that have affected your credit scores. I was like, this dealership, they didn't tell me they're trying with different banks, because I never hear back from them, apart from them giving me excuses, never call me. So mistakes that you don't want to make, if you're bad credit, please don't go by yourself. Take somebody with you, somebody that have knowledge about dealerships, somebody that has experience, because you could avoid getting rip off. Like I got rip off $200 that I didn't have to. I got rip off. Also, check on the interest before you sign up your agreement form. Read throughout the interest. Make sure that your interest is not ridiculous, because if it's ridiculous, it's better for you to turn the offer down than take it and be stuck paying interest. So avoid these things. In 2022, you don't want to be swimming in debt. Also, don't go for trading. Trading in your vehicle simple puts you more into debt. A lot of people don't know that. Like, for example, when you go and get a proof of vehicle, they're like, oh yeah, you can just take this one for now, and then when your credit is good, will you come in and trade your vehicle and you can get the car that you want? That would be a bad idea. I didn't know. I thought it was a good idea. For now, I'm not trading my vehicle in. I'm going to use this vehicle until the vehicle dies on me. I'm not going to trade my vehicle in. I'm working on my building my credit until I get it to, like, until I get my credit to prime, I will walk into dealership. Until then, I'm not walking to any dealership because I don't want to pay so much on interest. So anyways, that's what I wanted to share. So be careful. Don't trade in your vehicle, because what happened when you trade in the vehicle, you know that they take the loan. They will take the loan, or whatever the amount of money that is left on your vehicle that you're supposed to pay off. They will take that loan and they carry on. So they'll pay off this car, and guess what? Now they carry on the remaining balance onto your new car. So it's gonna be double. It's not worth it. You have to know these things. It's not worth trading in your vehicle. Use it until your vehicle dies on you. Don't just trade it in. Unless the dealership is buying off your vehicle, yes. But if they're not buying off your vehicle, they're paying off, they're taking the loan, they're borrowing the money to pay off this current vehicle so that you can have the dream car that you want and put on this loan onto the car. The other thing you don't want to do, you don't want to take cash back. They like, oh, you can get approved for cashback. Do you know that cashback, really, it's not free money. It's coming from the loan that they're giving you. So they will ask for extra. So you will not really see it coming, but it's coming from your loan. All right? Be careful. Do not ask for cashbacks, because it's going to increase your car loan. It's not worth it. Don't fall for anything that they give you guys. They say free. You get free remote starters. Guess what? Where's that money coming from? It's coming from your loan. Be careful. That's all I wanted to share today. I'm sharing this so much because I've learned, all right? I've learned from my experience in the car industry. I've learned. So I want to save somebody out there. If you have bad credit, don't temper to walk into dealership. Buy a car off Kijiji. It's not worth it paying 39% interest, all right? Some of the interest that people get approved are just ridiculous. Not even worth it. 40% interest, like, by the time you're done your car loan, you've paid 10 times than what your car is worth. It's not worth it. So don't, save up little bit, little by little. Even if you buy a car on Kijiji that is $2,000, just make sure that you get the car checked out with the mechanic so that you don't actually get rip off as well, because it can be risky buying vehicles on Kijiji. So yeah, that's all I wanted to share. In 2021, let's be extra smarter. Let's watch our credit scores, because our life depends on our credit, guys. If you have bad credit, you're almost impossible to get approved for anything, whether it's a house, whether it's a car loan, or even a bike, a bicycle, motorcycle. You can't even get approved with bad credit. So make sure that your credit is good. Things that you can do to rebuild your credit: get yourself a Capital One. I have Capital One. It has really helped me build my credit, guys. My points went from 512. I'm at 650 right now. I'm still working on building it. Capital One has really helped me build my credit. And also I like the fact that it teaches you discipline, because you only have $300. If you use all that money, you got no money until you pay off the $300. So make sure you have Capital One and also pay it on time. Make sure that whatever you use, you can always pay it in full. That it boosts your credit. All right? So get yourself a Capital One. Pay your bills on time. Don't wait for your phone bills to accumulate to a point that they send you to collection agent. Some people are risking their name getting sent to collection agent. Guys, your name can be on that system for 7 years on that collection agent. It's not worth it. If you have a phone bill that you haven't paid, start paying. Make payment arrangements, small until you finish. That's all, guys, I wanted to share about experiences when you're looking to finance a vehicle, what you should look for. Be careful. Take somebody with you, period. Take somebody who knows about cars. Maybe take a mechanic with you. because sometimes these dealerships can be crooked. All right, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that this video helped somebody. This is based on my own experience, and I want somebody to learn from it so that you don't make the mistakes that I made. All right, we all learn from our mistakes and we try to do better and share our experience so that it can help other people. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Have a blessed day. Until next time, bye now. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's connect and let's stay in contact. God bless you. Bye now.